Hello and welcome to the BAMF Health Podcast. I'm Christine VanTimmeren. Dr. Mancini, not with me today. He is stepping aside, and that's because we have two very special guests. So in today's episode, we're going to talk about a transformative partnership for BAMF Health. So last year, if you heard, you may not have, but it was a pretty big deal. Last year, we announced that we are partnering with Henry Ford Health to build a Comprehensive Theranostics Center in downtown Detroit. And in fact, today is the groundbreaking for that site. So it's a super exciting day for us, super exciting for Henry Ford Health. So make sure you stay close to BAMF Health social media, Henry Ford social media, to check out all the excitement surrounding groundbreaking. This site will be BAMF Health's second location. And so today we're going to talk about why Detroit was selected as our next location, why Henry Ford Health was the absolute perfect partner for this project. And then we'll talk about all that's going to happen with that building and that structure, how it's going to expand access to theranostics, not only across the state of Michigan, across the Midwest, but really across the globe. So I want to introduce you to our two guests. Our first guest here with me now is BAMF Health founder and CEO Anthony Chang. And then joining us virtually is Henry Ford Health President of Clinical Enterprise and Chief Physician Executive, Dr. Adnan Munkarah. Dr. Chang, Dr. Munkarah, thank you both of you for joining us today. We have kind of a cool setup here. Dr. Chang is with me in studio, and then we've got Dr. Munkarah on this magical monitor in front of us. So for those of you who are watching, you can see that. If you're listening by audio, just know we've got a pretty cool setup here. Thank you both of you for joining. I appreciate it.
Thank you. It's my great pleasure.
So I want to start with you, Anthony, to talk about BAMF's expansion and the selection of Detroit as our next location. So Tell me how Detroit became that next location for BAMF, that second location for BAMF.
It's actually a no-brainer. I mean, we're from Michigan, and our mission is trying to make this technology accessible, affordable, as soon as possible to every single patient who need it. And Detroit is definitely a major city, the largest city in the state of Michigan, and there's a lot of not only the large patient population who will need this technology, but also great partners like Henry Ford, allowing us to partner to advance the medicine together faster with the similar like a mindset. Mm-hmm. So pick Detroit to extend our sites as our first sites outside Grand Rapids. This is a literal no-brainer. On top of that, the location is actually also very important too. We all know, like last year, BAMF treated patients from 24 states. Mm-hmm. A lot of patients from out of states, they don't have access to this technology. They flew all the way into Grand Rapids to do that. Detroit will be a way easier location for the patient coming in to looking for the help, and also great educational environment, institutions, and also the business environment for innovations. And with all of that, make Detroit a almost perfect location for our second site.
Dr. Munkarah, I would guess you would agree with that. You're in Detroit with Henry Ford Health. So tell me about the potential for Detroit, what this means for that community, and sort of the need within Detroit for expanded access to these services.
So as many know, Detroit has been the home for Henry Ford Health for over 110 years. In fact, Henry Ford Hospital opened its doors for its first patients in 1915. And at a time where many people have left the city, we have doubled down on our commitment to the city. We grew. We now deliver care throughout the state and beyond the state. We are at 13 acute care hospitals in the system, but we never left Detroit. And in fact, in the past 2 years, we announced a huge investment in the city of Detroit, a huge investment in our community. Over $3 billion to build a new health tower to build a research center. The new hospital tower has over 377 beds, state-of-the-art equipment to deliver the best care to our patients. And part of that is always to continue to expand and provide better care, to provide innovative care. And it became very natural as we are looking at other ways to provide that best care is expand our precision medicine programs. Theranostic is part of that bigger puzzle. And this is what kind of drove us to kind of think how we can build on what we have done, as well as partner with teams, as well as institutions that have the same values and cultures that we have.
So, Anthony, you talked about a no-brainer to go to Detroit. It seems like it's sort of a no-brainer to partner with an institution like Henry Ford Health that has a century plus of supporting patients and the community in Detroit. So talk to us about the choice to bring Henry Ford Health into this project and why they're such a fantastic partner.
This is literally not a no-brainer. I mean, our mission is actually trying to help patients. The reason we exist as a healthcare and bring the most advanced technology is trying to help the patients and who need help. And I think that's number one, a very, very high level, like the mission aligned with each other. But on top of that is bringing this new technology, bringing the most advanced technology, take a special mindset. I mean, being a leader is very different from being the first follower. And then Henry Ford has those kind of culture and also with a lot of great specialties in wide variety of disciplines, which make Henry Ford is a very, very good partner for us. We keep talking about the theranostic is a key component and puzzles for precision medicine, but it is not precision medicine itself. So in order to actually make it available and combine with all the other technology to offer the best care to the patients, that's what we needed the right partner to moving forward. On top of that, theranostic is not just for cancer. It's also for Alzheimer's disease, like neurological disease, cardiological disease, can start moving to like a chronic pain, maybe sports medicine. To explore this kind of field, we don't have those kind of expertise, but Henry Ford does. And with those kind of resource, with the mindset and with the capability, which make us, Henry Ford, a great partners to work with each other. And then the third things, which is also the most important things, Henry Ford has a great mindset to reach out to the community, to really serve the community members and to tackle the health disparity things. This is also something we're very, very close to our heart. So this is another topic, make us great partners to work with each other, advance the theranostics.
So Henry Ford Health sort of has that multidisciplinary across all aspects of healthcare expertise for decades and decades. BAMF has the expertise in theranostics as the first, vertically integrated comprehensive theranostics center. So Dr. Munkarah, when Henry Ford Health was trying to think about how do we expand theranostics in the Detroit area and within our system, what drew you to BAMF?
Innovation and research are part of our DNA at Henry Ford Health. We are always looking at innovative ways to deliver the best care. Not only innovative way, but how do we provide also high value care to our community? How do we provide the right care, right time, in the right setting? We have been working very diligently in the past few years to expand our precision health programs. How do we make sure that we are providing the right medicine to the right patient? How do we make sure that we are doing the right diagnostic, the right testing? And definitely theranostic has been growing to be a significant component of that precision health. It is not all precision health, but it's a significant component. So as we started to look at potential partners, we really wanted to identify a partner who has the same mentality of innovation and research, mentality of providing access to our community, providing high value care to our community. And honestly, the first time we met the BAMF team, it became very clear that this is the natural marriage. This is that partnership is very natural because we think alike, we have the same values and driven by the same goals.
I would agree. I mean, because that's the feeling for across the team. When we first met with the Henry Ford team, that's actually the feedback from the team. And we just have strong feelings about it.
That's awesome. So we talked a little bit about in our last episode, sort of the the barriers to expanding theranostics, making it more widely available and available across more conditions, and clinical trials are a big part of that. Anthony, I'll start with you. Explain some of those barriers to expanding theranostics. We're on the precipice of bringing this across the country right now, but what have been some of the obstacles?
I will talk about these topics from two main categories. One is actually infrastructures, and the other one is actually the talents. So the infrastructure right now for theranostic is actually unique, brand new industries. Yes, we can practice a small amount of this in small scale in current infrastructures, but the need is so big, and we need to figure out, and we need to have new infrastructures allowing us to bring this to the patients in a more efficient way, in a larger scale. Mm-hmm. This is theranostic using radiopharmaceuticals. Number one, we need to figure out how to manufacture a wide variety of radiopharmaceuticals every single day at a commercial scale at affordable price and make available to the patients. And radiopharmaceuticals are not something like conventional drugs you can manufacture in India, Europe, and ship it all over the world. No. It decays, and a majority of drugs has less than 2 hours of a half life, meaning every 2 hours we lost half of that. So we have to be able to make those kind of drugs every single day at a strategic location in order to serve our patients. So first, we need to solve the manufacturing problems. Number two, we need to figure out how are we going to be able to scan large amount of patients, treat large amount of patients, maintain the good quality of care, but also keep our staff safe, and also maintain a good quality of care they can offer to the patients. So that's the second part that we need to offer. And so that's why we build out and the brand new infrastructures allowing us to achieve this kind of goal. But on top of that, once we have these infrastructures, we can serve large amount of patients. Since this is a new field, we just don't have the existing program to train this new generation of doctors or talents. Yeah. It's not just doctors, but nurses, physicists, chemistry, pharmacists, technologists. We need to have a brand new program and partners in order to bring the talent to the clinic so we can serve more patients. So with these two things, with the mindset, with the infrastructures, and this will allow us to advance science, advance medicine more clinically. Not only we have drugs, we know how to use the drugs, we know how to use drug efficiently in the right timing at the right dose to specific type of patients. There's a lot of knowledge need to be learned, and therefore we need clinical trial. But without this infrastructure, with this kind of talent, and we just cannot do this kind of clinical trial efficiently. Therefore, that's what BAMF is targeting, and to bring it to the society, to the medical field. But also, it's why we're eager to partner with Henry Ford, and on both like a research, clinical trial, and also talent part.
Dr. Munkarah, are there unique challenges over on the east side of the state when it comes to improving accessibility to theranostics?
Absolutely. And I think what Anthony has mentioned is what resonated with us, is that vertical integration that BAMF has been developing. And what I mean by that, you think about it, what you need capabilities and you need facilities. The capabilities, you need to have the drugs, and you have access to these drugs in a timely fashion, because they decay, as Anthony has mentioned. You are going to need the tools, sometimes the testing tools, the type of CAT scan, the type of X-ray tools, I would call it, that are state-of-the-art. So you need to have connectivity to the companies that are producing this. You need to have the experts. You need to have the experts on the pharmacy side. You need to have the expert on the medical side, the physicians, the radiologists, the cancer therapists, the neurologists that are needed in that. And then you need the facility. You need to have a building where you are housing all of these next to each other. So this is why when we were talking about BAMF, we were very excited and intrigued and excited about the idea, because breaking everything under one roof is extremely important. And this is why when we started talking to Anthony and his team, what we decided to do is we made a decision to move the radiopharmaceuticals treatment that we were doing in our cancer center, to move it into the new facility, so that we have that proximity, so that patients who are seeking our care, whether they are from our community or anywhere else around the nation, have a one-stop. They can come in, they can get the test, they can get the treatment, they can get the evaluation, and they are seen by a multidisciplinary team, and the drugs are available there. This is what's exciting about this joint venture.
Yeah. Dr. Munkarah, when you think about what a center like this will mean to Detroit and its metro area in terms of innovation and positioning the city and the area as a medical destination, talk to me more about that potential once this center opens.
So I cannot be more excited about that. And the reason is I've been in Detroit for over 35 years now. And when I came here to the city unfortunately was not in a good place. The city, the largest city in Michigan, has gone through a significant rebirth. Really, it's a historic comeback. And we are very excited to see where Detroit is at the present time. And we always believed that a large city like Detroit deserves a world-class healthcare system. Health system like ours, where we are driving the best clinical care, and at the same time, we are driving innovation, we are driving research, we are bringing those capabilities to our people in the community, in Metro Detroit area and Michigan and beyond. And our really what we are excited about is that we are able to do that in the field of theranostic, that by bringing that innovation and research that BAMF has started and partnering with our teams, with our clinicians, partnering with our pharmacists, partnering with our community, we are going to be able to provide those capabilities in the city of Detroit for the people of Michigan, the Midwest, and the nation.
That's right. Anything to add about sort of our vision when we think about positioning not only Detroit, but really the state of Michigan as this innovative healthcare hub and hub for precision medicine, truthfully?
Yeah, I do believe like Michigan is standing in a very, very good position. I mean, to be the leader in the theranostic field when we have these two sites in both on the east and west side of the states. Mm-hmm. But on top of that, we have a lot of great capability on other technology like genomic and proteomic cell therapy and proton therapy, et cetera, like and with a mindset like Henry Ford, as leaders that we put us in a great position to really lead the precision medicine. I always talk about right now we have a lot of technology. And it's not about do you have the technology. It's also important how to use this technology, in the right way, in the right time, so we can offer the best care to the patient, offer the best outcome. And then with this kind of mindset, with this kind of a resource facility we have, and we can make the whole research, advanced medicine, way more efficiently, and we can serve way more patients to the state of Michigan and become a leader to show people not only how should we practice this type of medicine, but like a systematic wise, economical wise, how we should practice this in order to offer the best healthcare to everybody. One thing about Detroit I really want to mention is like Detroit is like with those kind of spirit, like to roll the sleeve, build things up. In this kind of brand new field, we need this kind of mindset and spirit, and that's another reason why we're so excited to build these sites. Our sites is actually built on previous jail sites.
Yeah,
we turn it
juvenile detention center.
It is. Yeah. It's not a designed to go this way, but I really, really like this kind of part of history. We turn it into potentially a kind of a negative part of a lot, and to rise it with a very positive future. Mm-hmm. And this is so cool to the history and to Detroit.
Yeah, take what was potentially a story that had some difficult parts to it and make it something that's going to not only transform the area, but then make it a destination, make it a place people want to go, make it a place of hope, not a place of depression. And, it was a juvenile detention home. It was a difficult place. And so we're going to sort of transform that. One thing you both talked about and one of the challenges we discussed was the talent. So theranostics is this new emerging medical practice. There, frankly, is just not a lot of people who know how to practice this type of medicine. There's certainly a lot of folks in the oncology space who have the capability and the capacity and the knowledge, but there just isn't a lot of training specifically in this field. So what are we doing, or what needs to be done to make sure that we are educating those next generations and making programs available so this field can be supported?
Yeah, so from BAMF sites, I mean, we're looking for academic partners to train wide variety of talents. Like in West sites, we're working with Ferris State University, and they were partnered with in the East side with Henry Ford too to train radiopharmacists and nuclear medicine technologies, which are in like a high demand right now for this brand new field. And but also like with specific to Henry Ford, we're looking for to start some maybe fellowship program or special certification program for the physicians, for nurses, for physicists. And then so we can actually systematically train high quality medical professionals. Not only they can serve our patients on our sites, but in the future they can actually go across the nation and to serve more patients around there.
Dr. Munkarah, anything to add there?
First, I would say that we strongly believe that part of our mission is to prepare the workforce of the future in healthcare. This is why we have at Henry Ford Health, we have one of the biggest 5 graduate medical education program in medicine. We have one of the largest residency and fellowship training programs in the nation. But we also train students. We are out there in the high school to expose students to what that means to be in healthcare. And healthcare does not mean specifically be a physician or a nurse. Healthcare can be a pharmacist, can be a physicist, can be somebody who is supporting the team that's providing care. And this is why we are excited about this possibility. The theranostic represents the future of precision health, or part of the future of precision health. So imagine going into the high school, into these classes with young people and getting them excited how the future looks like. I get excited when I look at it, and I've been in the field of medicine for almost 40 years, and I've been in the field of cancer for about 30 years, over 30 years, 35 years. So when I looked at it, I get very excited so we can take it to those future generation, the generation who is going to be involved in healthcare, the generation who will be treating us in the future, and expose them to capabilities. As I said, there does not need to be a physician or a nurse. It can be a physicist, it can be a pharmacist, it can be a chemist, all kind of opportunities that are going to be provided to our community. And this, honestly, we believe that part of our mission is to improve the health of our community, but also improve the economic health of the community. So if we are able to train, educate, and employ the future workforce, this is extremely exciting.
100%. And just like we're excited about the medicine, we're excited about the site, we're excited about the potential impact on the state of Michigan, we're excited about the talent that will be built up. I think truly the most exciting part is the impact on the people, the impact on the patients, especially those, again, on the east side who haven't had as much access to this. So Dr. Munkarah, I'll start with you. Talk to me about what this means to the people and the patients and your patient population to have just more access to this medicine we're also excited about.
So we are committed to deliver the future of health and transform the future of health for our community. And what we mean by that is we want in Detroit and in the Metro Detroit area to build our capabilities so that people do not need to go anywhere outside of Michigan to seek care. And we really believe that we are doing that through multiple partnerships, but BAMF is one of these essential partnerships to drive that. People who have cancer, or as Anthony has mentioned, might have Alzheimer's disease, who might have certain cardiovascular disease. We are going to be capable to have the capability to provide them first the best diagnostic and treatment tools that are available, but also provide for them the ability to be enrolling in clinical trials to look at the future of healthcare, the future of diagnostic, the future of treatment. And this is what our commitment is to our community, that we are going to be the destination for care for the future.
Anthony, what would you add about what you'd like the communities in Detroit to know about what's coming their way?
Oh, I'm 100% agree with what Dr. just mentioned. I mean, but like more specifically, this is actually allowed us to take a leap over the future of medicine. Not only offer the current technology and knowledge to what the patient needs right now, there's a great opportunity. We using this technology to have access to this technology. We can start catching this kind of disease way earlier than what we can do right now. We will have a chance to be able to catch Alzheimer's disease before the symptoms coming out, so we can intervene earlier, and we can catch the cancer in the earliest phase when combined with other technologies, so we can intervene earlier, so we can expect to offer patient better outcome. And then so with a lot of these kind of exciting things over here is actually we offer a resource and a facility, an environment for innovation to happen. The high school kids or with the like a college student or even like a medical students, they have this kind of resource, they have this kind of environment, and they can start to brainstorming what the future can look like. When these things are available to me, how can I use these kind of things to further tackle rare diseases or tackle disease in very different way so we can offer a better outcome to the patients and or catch disease earlier. So I'm extremely excited about what the future can be. And then with this kind of partnership with this kind of facility, this is just the start.
I mean, it truly is amazing because this will only exist in Michigan. Right now, BAMF, our main location, is in Grand Rapids. This next location will be in Detroit. So the people of Michigan are going to have access that no one else in the world has. And so every time there's a new advancement in theranostics, every time another disease can be treated or visualized using theranostics, it's all going to start in Michigan. And so it's super important for the communities across the state and in Detroit to understand that you are going to have access to the most advanced and up and coming and new things in this field of medicine. And nowhere else in the country is going to have it at the level that we do. So the fact that groundbreaking is today and this project is starting and it's kicking off it's important for people to know you're going to have access unlike any other. We have a couple minutes for some final thoughts. Dr. Munkarah, I'll give it to you here. Any final thoughts, anything else you would like the community around Detroit or across the state to know about this partnership and what's coming?
We strongly believe that this is a significant building block toward the future of health, making a difference in the health of our community. And we are very excited about the potential of where this is going to take us together as partners.
Anthony, anything else you would add?
Yeah, I deeply believe the future will not belong to the people who stand by it. I believe the future will belong to people who build it. And I think this is literally what we're building the future together and to advance and lead the frontier of the medicine. And it is extremely exciting.
I mean, on a personal level, how does it feel for you to know that this is what you dreamed of and this is what you started 10 years ago and it's coming to life? How does that feel?
I feel extremely grateful and humbled. I mean, be able to share this vision and also work with a group of outstanding people with different kind of expertise I don't have and make these things happen, make it reach out to the more patients and keep advancing, tackling devastating diseases. It's more than I can dream of. So I'm extremely grateful and humble of this kind of groundbreaking today. Yeah.
Dr. Munkarah, we really appreciate you joining us. We're so grateful for your partnership. Obviously, we couldn't be more excited about what's to come. Thank you so much for joining us and sharing your thoughts.
Thank you.
It is my pleasure.
Thank
Dr.
you.
Chang, Anthony, thank you for joining us.
It's a pleasure. Yeah.
We hope that you all are excited as much as we are. If you couldn't tell, we're a little excited. Can't wait to share more about this project as it develops, and we'll, of course, keep you updated here on the podcast and all across BAMF Health's various communication channels. So thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.